Contact characteristic range time is applied when the muzzle of the weapon is held against the surface of the body at the time of discharge. In all contact wound, soot powder, carbon monoxide, carboxyhemoglobin, and vaporized metal from the bullet primer cartridge case are deposited in and along the wound tract. Their concentration decreases with the increasing depth. Classification contact wound may be hard, loose, angled, incomplete, a variation of angled. That is contact. That is classification of contact wounds may be hard, loose, angled, incomplete, variation of the hard contact. Muscle end of the weapon is jammed hard against the skin, indenting it so that the skin envelop the muscle. Contact is so hard that gases cannot escape out. Immediate edges of the entrance are seared by the hot gases of combustion and blackened by the soot. This soot, along with unburned powder, is embedded in the seared skin and cannot be completely removed either by washing or by vigorous scrubbing of the wound. This is thus a special case where burned powder smoke also produces tattooing. Hard contact with blackened seared margins. Position of the gun, wound produced by it. Gases cannot escape. Muzzle of the weapon jammed hard against skin. Wound entrance, searing of skin and soot and unburned particle embedded in the skin. Loose contact. The muzzle, while in complete contact with the skin, is held slightly against it. Gas proceeding the bullet as well as the bullet itself indents the skin, creating a temporary gap between the skin and the muscle through which a gas can escape. This temporary gap cannot be produced in a hard contact wound. The soot carried by the gas is deposited in a zone around the wound, around the entrance. This soot can be easily wiped away. A few unburned grains of powder may also escape out this gap and be deposited on the skin around the zone of the soot. First one is a loose contact wound with the soot deposited in zone around the entrance. Position of the gun. Note there is some gap through the gas can escape. Wound produced by it. Okay. In this hard contact, searing of the skin, soot and unburned powder embedded in the skin in the wound entrance. But here, loose contact, few unburned gas may escape. This can deposit on the skin around the zone of the soot. Next is angled contact. Barrel is held at an acute angle to the skin so that the complete circumference of the muzzle is not in contact with it. Gas and soot escaping from the gap where contact is not complete radiate outward from the muzzle, producing an eccentrically arranged pattern of soot. The soot is arranged in two different zones. More noticeable zone, often the only one seen, is a smaller blackened seared area of skin and cloth having a pear or circular oval configuration. Less noticeable zone is a larger fan-shaped zone of light grey soot that radiate outward from the gap on the skin. The less noticeable zone with respect to soot, this light zone is usually washed away or obscured by bleeding or removed in cleaning the wound for examination. A few unburned grains of powder may also be deposited in this zone. Entrance wound is normally present at the base of the entrance wound is normally present at the base of the seared blackened zone. All or at least the majority of the seared blackened zone will be on the opposite side where the muzzle was in contact with the skin. Thus points the way of this gun was directed. As the angle between the barrel and the skin increases, the barrel moves toward a perpendicular direction to the position of the skin. The entrance hole will be found more towards the center of the zone. The angle between the muscle and the skin decreases. Gap between the muscle and the skin become larger. More material can be escaped through the gap. At some point, the gap becomes sufficiently larger. The unburned grains of powder escape through the gap will skim over the zone of seared skin, fanning out from the entrance, impacting distal to the entrance wound in a fan-shaped pattern of a powder tattooing. This one. Angled contact wound. Position of the gun. While more prominent seared zone is in the direction of the gun, more prominent blackening is seen in the opposite direction. Barrel held at an angle. Seared black is more prominent here, more noticeable zone with the suit. Next is a incomplete zone, incomplete contact. There is a variation of angled contact wound. The muscle of the weapon is held against the skin, but because the body surface is not completely flat, there is a gap between the muscle and the skin. Difference with angled contact. In angled contact, the barrel is held intentionally at an angle. In incomplete contact, there is no intention to hold it an angle. Angle is produced because of surface of curvature of surface. A jet of soot laden gas escape from this gap, producing an area of seared blackened skin. Powder grains may also deposited on the skin. Location of this seared blackened zone can be anywhere in the relationship between the muscle circumference, depending upon where the gap is. Incomplete contact wound are most often seen in self-inflicted contact wound of the head due to long arm, rifle and shotgun. Wound entrance. Area of burning, singeing, blackening and tattooing merged together. Thank you.